Alright, what's up, guys? I did say that I want to be recording things in advance. I don't plan on recording The Man, The Man's Man, One Lucky Day, and, uh, and crap. Damn, I'm forgetting all the series. I have so many series. But I decided that I would record everything that is just one recording, and that's it. Oh, and Dr. Tim. Uh, I just want to record all the things that just take one take, and that's it. Uh, so that's much more easier to do. I think starting next week, I will start to record uh, stuff on my iPad again, just so I can record it and just have that. And yeah, that way I can upload like two things at once instead of just one thing at a time. Even though it doesn't take that long, since I have to have everything at 240p to 360p, and some people don't like that, and some people want kind of like the 720p and 1080p again. But I'm just doing that till I reach the 1,000 sub, stuff like that, so that stuff starts to get monetized, and I can make not only income, a small income for me, and put more budget into that. That's when I'll start doing that. So this is season 1, episode 8. This is the final episodes of this season. I decided that I'm only going to do 8 episodes this season, and then take a 2-week break, and I'll discuss, kind of recap 1 through 4, and then in the second week do 5 through 8, and then gather all the stories up, figure out where I want to place that. And next season we'll definitely have, at least 9 to 10, at the very most maybe 12. But yeah, so this episode I'm going to discuss a experience by me. So this experience is one of the craziest that I've ever had. Probably the craziest experience from when I was a kid that I think I will probably ever have. So I touched on it last week, but my grandmother, she died in 2006. I was 10 years old in 4th grade, and I remember the day that our parents told us. I was in 4th grade math class, and we were brought to the office, and I thought it was, oh, we got our tax check and all that stuff. Oh, we can maybe go to like Indiana Beach or something. But no, they told us that she had died, and yeah. But it was about a few months, maybe a year at the very most. We were at our other, my other grandparents' house, on my mom's side. And my sister and I, we were in the back part, and basically there's this alley that goes all the way from one end to the other, and you cannot stop. Once you turn into this alley, it's a very long, alley that you cannot stop till you get all the way down to the street. It's not one of those alleys that you can turn and there's another way to go out this way. Kind of like the alley that we have. There's about 3 different exits in this alley. This one, it's just straight all the way through, and then you turn. So we were in the back part. Basically, there's this garage behind their backyard. There's this garage, and that's where the alley is. Kind of like if you want to park your car or something. So we were sitting there. We were eating, I think, like a roast or something like that. We decided to sit back there because it was cool. It was around like October time, October, November time. It was just about to get cold, but it was still warm enough that you could, wear shorts and all that stuff. I mean, I wear underwear around the house in winter time, so it doesn't matter to me. But back then, I would wear, quote unquote, the proper clothes to the season. But yeah, so we decided to go out there, eat in the backyard, or eat in behind the backyard in the garage area by the alley. So we were there, and all of a sudden a car passes by. We noticed it right away. It was Grandma's car. Grandma had a station wagon that she used from the time that I was born to the time she died. I don't know how long they had that car, but it must have been a very long time. Because I remember that car till like 2010 when Grandpa got a new car. But so it was Grandma's car. We both look up and we see Grandma. She turns, smiles at us, and carries on. And like I said, you have to go all the way down. Our house is like at the very beginning of it, so you have to go all the way down. At least 7 houses, at least. Because these houses were like very close to each other. So at least 7 houses down to turn. So we looked immediately. Not even 2 seconds. Not even 2 to 3 seconds after we saw this, we looked down and the car is gone. We immediately tell Mom. We tell Grandma and Grandpa. They don't really believe us, but when I asked them later on if they believe us, they do. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, super, super weird. I wanted to end this one on like a crazy, sad, but like cool type of experience. I was like, whoa. Because that was my first time ever seeing a full-bodied apparition. First time ever. And this is like 07, I think it was. It was like late 07 when it happened. And this is around the time I had just gotten like Ghost Hunter Season 4. And so I was like getting super into ghosts. I was like 11, almost 12 years old. Because 2008 I turned 12. So this must have been just before that. So, yeah. So, once again, take it after this episode drops, 2 weeks where I recap it, and then that third week will be the start of season 2. So, and you're going to get at least 9 episodes, at the very most 12. I think from now on, the very least will be 10 maybe, and then once the stories get less and less frequent, I'll do like 5 episodes a season and all that stuff, just so the series can go on. Now, once I was thinking about it, once all the stories are told, which if you go on my main channel, BKD's channel, there's at least, because at one point I did 3 stories per video, and I have 32 to 33 my paranormal experience videos, so that's probably between at least 50 to 90 stories, so that's at least 50 to 90 episodes. And then you have probably 10 to 10 stories from my significant other. You have I think Carly has the most of anybody. I think she has about 25. So there's a bunch more, but once all the stories are told, family, friends, significant other, once all the stories are told, I am thinking about doing changing the channel up, maybe rebranding it after it. Now obviously this is probably years in advance, since I'm taking a 2-week break each season, and there's probably between 10 and 12 episodes each season. That's at least 12 to 14 weeks of episodes. So that's probably at the very most 3.5 seasons, maybe 4 at the very most. If you do 12, 4 at the very most that are full. So once this the stories fizzle out, I was thinking about maybe rebranding it into Paranormal Adventures like US or something like that, and then eventually do it, because obviously I have another channel, Horrifying Nights, where I do paranormal adventures, and it's just local stuff in my area, local businesses and all that stuff, and I'm going to be trying to go to those businesses to try and get permission to film there and get experiences from employees or the owner themselves, and from my houses I've lived in this area, because I've lived in this area my whole life. So after that, I plan on doing the whole state of Indiana, and then states around Indiana, like Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, those type, and then eventually US, and then eventually like Canada, and then maybe the world, like Paranormal Adventures World or something like that. And so I was thinking about rebranding the channel after that, and I'm thinking that we have about 3, maybe 4 years of full, like 8 to 12 episodes type seasons each and every year for at least 4 years. And then I think the last maybe 1 to 2 years you have maybe 5 to 6, and then it'll go down to maybe 3, and 3 is the lowest I'll go for a season. As lowest I'll go, 3 to 5 is the lowest I'll go. Once that happens, that last 3 to 5 episodes, I will then change the channel to maybe either Real Paranormal Stories US or Real Paranormal Stories Indiana or something like that, or change the channel and all, change the name, the logo, all that stuff into maybe Paranormal Adventures Indiana or something like that. But these are just ideas. So once that fizzles out, if you come to the channel 6-7 years from now and it doesn't say Real Paranormal Stories, you don't have to be like, oh, is the channel like done and stuff like that. No, it's just changed. So I want these channels to just keep on going forever. Like Dr. Tim, I have a certain, like, my father has so many rare diseases that he has, you know, that he's learned or read or something like that. So that series, even though it says 15 episodes, that can go on, and I plan on taking at least a 3 to 4 week break, so that's at least a month of where you don't have episodes, and you just have recaps and what to expect and all that stuff. So that series can go on forever, as long as, you know, these rare diseases keep on coming out, or diseases in general keep on coming out and all that stuff. So that can go on, and I have at least probably, my father said he has at least 10 years of ideas for that. For Horrifying Nights, once the Poolside Mystery is done, I can immediately do something else that I've come up with, like Cormier's Mystery Series or something like that. And so these channels will always keep on going. Like Sometimes Life Don't Shoot, as long as I keep on finding non-horror stuff, that'll happen. Strongest Avenger, as long as there's superhero type stuff that comes out, I will review it. And obviously there will be at least 52 episodes a year on that. So, and once it starts going down, I'll start to do an episode every week or something like that. And yeah, so there's so many things. None of these channels are going to be out. Once they're done, rebrand the channel, re-logo the channel, and just start something else. Because I have 10 channels total, 9 that I use, 1 that's personal now, and all that stuff. So yeah, I know I went off a little bit of what the normal show is, but I just wanted to tell you guys what to expect years down the line, and all that stuff. And hopefully, by the time Real Paranormal Stories is done, hopefully this channel is already big. You know, I'm thinking 100,000, 500,000, 1 million subs. So, and a bunch of viewers, so it reaches and they get to hear stories that I've heard and tell to you guys. So, yeah. So, until then, season 2 will be starting in 3 weeks. So make sure to like and subscribe and I'll see you in 3 weeks.